Cancel culture. Two sides to every story. Cancel culture, a way to sensitize and remove a person or group's work due to an opinion or action that was deemed inappropriate or offensive. Cancel culture is derived from the Me Too movement's call-out culture. The original premise was a social justice movement for people to publicize their sexual assault and harassment allegations, but over the last 8 years has become widespread over all social media platforms. Cancel culture has developed into a new way to boycott, now used to hold someone accountable and stop supporting a person or organization's work. Our society is built on the values of free speech and mutual respect, but cancel culture rejects both. In place of free speech, it demands conformity. Nikki Haley. The pros of cancel culture. Cancel culture allows those who are controversial to be oppressed and seek accountability for their actions where justice cannot be served by the legal system. The idea of calling someone out on their words or actions allows a person in power to lose their voice in public eye, ultimately leaving them deprived of the privilege they once had. Cancel culture allows public criticism to strongly affect one's power and to create discipline within those with a large influence. The mass cutoff comes from the offensive or harmful behaviors that were once hidden behind the persona that person holds in their position of power. The call-out creates the awareness around the person, usually bringing up the person's past behaviors. The cons of cancel culture. Cancel culture is fueled by a marginalized group that feels they are empowered to voice their opinion in a way to cancel one's livelihood. The call-out culture is a dangerous form of removing someone from the public eye, often causing false allegations and bringing up behaviors from a number of years ago. The culture has caused a specific type of sensitization in the world without moving us forward in society, which is always the goal. It creates zero social change. We have fallen into a society where voicing our opinions can put us in a spot where we are excluded due to our views if people disagree, and exposing us to extreme shaming and hate speech, which is arguably worse than the majority of opinions. Cancel culture promotes online bullying and shaming. Often, after a person is canceled, even for the smallest behavior, they will be exposed to excessive threats and hate speech from people who perceive the action as wrong, which is counterproductive in life. My stance. The major question: how is cancel culture productive in society? I believe that cancel culture will be the fall of the proper social aspect of present-day society. The fear has been instilled in anyone who expresses themselves through the internet that they can be canceled at any time for any opinion. The goal is to hold someone accountable, not ruin their self-confidence and even their means of living. In majority of cases, they provide no time to learn from their actions. From what I observe, there is a clear link between this culture and mental health issues. The constant fear of rejection and cancellation in a public setting can bear unbelievable amounts of stress and anxiety on a person. Social status in Western society is on the hierarchy of one's main concerns, creating a reality where the only thing passing through their mind is how to avoid the cancelers. If someone is canceled in today's society, they find themselves exposed to a more toxic environment than before, facing prolonged bullying and being ostracized socially, further justifying the anxiety. How can canceling someone be productive? It can't be. The progression of humanity comes from individual opinions and thoughts, meaning extreme censorship is counterproductive and slows humanitarian development. It is undeniable that people deserve the repercussions for their actions, but the cancellation of a person has become a failed form of social justice, leaving no room for change. Social justice is said to help embrace the equal worth of all citizens. But the flaw comes where the only real form of cancellation is found with someone who holds a significant following or large presence, as if they are not equal to the majority. The person is faced with such an uproar for their removal, but no time to take action, to learn from what they have done or apologize without it being called insincere or a way to not lose their career. I strongly believe in second chances and having the ability to explain and be forgiven. Cancel culture has become more of a trend rather than a way to remove marginalized groups for their thoughts or actions. There is no moral high ground in society, no room to learn, and no place to have open discussions without immediate judgment on one's opinion.